Continuing through Edexcel's higher tier paper 2 from 2020. So we're on question 15, and this is a question about transformations. So transformations, just as a little bit of background, transformations include enlargements, rotations, translations, and reflections. So we've got to decide which one of these is actually going to produce this transformation. So one of the things is we can discount translations because it would actually be the same way up but just moved. So this shape here, for example, if I'd done a translation on it, would look something like that potentially. It's just the same way up but moved. So we know it's not that one. So we can cross that one out. A reflection, if it had just been a single reflection and no other transformation, although it would have reflected, it would still be the same size. So an example of a reflection is that it might look like that. We can see it's still the same size and it's been reflected in that line, but it's obviously not that because it's changed size. So we can get rid of that one. Again, a rotation, it would have moved, but it would still be the same size. It might be the other way up, so it could be like that, but it would actually have to be the same size like that, which it isn't. So it's got larger. So we know that it's going to be an enlargement. What we can do, we need to find for an enlargement, to describe it fully, we need to know two things. So we need to know the scale factor and also the centre of enlargement. So first of all, for the centre of enlargement, what we can do, we can decide to find 2 points which correspond to each other. So for example, this point and this point, if we join those together like that, that's somewhere along that line is going to be the centre of enlargement. And so what we need to do is find 2 more points which correspond to each other. So we can see that this point and this point are going to correspond to each other. If we join those together, there we go, we've got to be very accurate when we're doing this as well. We'll get this coordinate here. So that's the centre of enlargement. So centre of enlargement is actually 1, 1. Now, when the enlarged or transformed shape B in this case, is not on the same side of the centre of enlargement, it's on the opposite side, we've actually got a negative scale factor. So the scale factor is going to be minus something. If it had been a positive scale factor, then the new shape could potentially be somewhere up here, and we can see it be on the same side of the centre of enlargement, but it's on the opposite side, so it's a negative scale factor. And then when we want to get the number part of it now, so we just need to try and get 2 corresponding sides. So we can see that distance there is 2, and that distance there is 3, and we just make those into a fraction. So we can say, well, it's the length of side on the new shape divided by the length of side on the old shape. So in this case, the length of that side was 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, and the length of this one is 2, so it's 3/2, and that's it. So to describe this fully, what I can say is it's an enlargement, centre 1, 1, scale factor, and I could just write SF for scale factor, minus 3/2, and that's that. So I hope that's been helpful, and if it has, please consider subscribing to our channel and also giving the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.